The intro is I have something in my eye. Hold on.
Hold on.
So I scratched my eye for 3 seconds. All right, I'm Dave, and that's Alec, and we are definitely podcasting about the Golden Globes.
Yeah, the
Which
Golden Globes.
we're gonna talk about the Golden Globes, our first official episode that is not about movies. It's about an award show.
Yeah, which
That
is
is
also about
stupid.
movies
Which
mostly.
is about movies.
Yeah, mostly. We're not
And
actually interested in the other
we're
stuff.
not gonna talk about the TV part at all.
Nope. So is it? It's about movies still.
So, all right,
We're just not talking about a specific movie, I guess, is the way to say this. But yeah, the Golden Globes. They were on last night. I watched them. Dave,
They do exist.
They do exist. I watched them. Dave did not watch them. I texted you.
Not at all.
Dave texted me.
Do not care.
This is what I need people to understand who are listening to this. Dave
Oh yeah, I came up with this
texted
idea.
me to say, do you want to do a pod about the Golden Globes? And then I was like, yeah, I'm into it. Like, if we got stuff to say, that's cool. Let's do it. And then I, a little bit later, realized, like, oh, it's on Paramount Plus. I used our email for this podcast to get in and was like, oh, hey, Dave, I use this email and I use this, password. So in case you don't have Paramount Plus, you could also watch this show with me. And Dave's response was very much like, are you crazy? I'm not watching the Golden Globes. Like I was crazy for suggesting that we watch the thing that you told me you wanted to do a podcast on. But I love it. You were just like, I'm just going to look up who won. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not spending 3 hours of my life watching that garbage. Absolutely not.
So I feel like that tells you what Dave at least thinks of the Golden Globes. But do you want to expand more on your thoughts about this award show? This prestigious...
Oh, sure. This prestigious award? This dumbass award? Okay. First off, if you're like this is actually for all award shows. This is not just the Golden Globes.
Mm-hmm.
I should know who votes on this shit, and I should know who they voted for. Period. End of story.
Yes. Thank you.
Like, I should be able to look up every Oscar ballot and be like, who did you vote for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is stupid that we can't do that.
Yeah. At the least,
but anyways,
or
it's
just
even
give us the numbers
dumber.
at the very least, but you should at least know the names of the people who are, it should be somewhere publicly available.
Like,
who votes
so
on these
the
things?
fact that, like, there's now, it went from 82 rich white journalists around the world, cool, to now 300 mostly rich white journalists from around the world. I don't care what these people think.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, why would I care what they think? I don't care what they think. I care about the Oscars, okay? And the sole reason why I care about the Oscars is because the people who are working in film care about the Oscars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, Leonardo DiCaprio fucking changed his whole career arc and made movies for like 15 years with the sole goal of winning an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If the Oscars have that much power in movies, and I love movies, it makes sense to care about the Oscars.
Absolutely.
I do not give a fuck about the Golden Globes. The Golden Globes are garbage. In fact, I think multiple people threw out their Golden Globes over the past 5 years, if I'm being perfectly honest. If I were to walk into Leonardo DiCaprio's house, I assume his Oscar is going to be very prominently displayed.
Mm-hmm.
I also assume that any and all Golden Globes that he's ever won, and I have no idea how many because I don't care, would be in garbage. That's what I assume. And I'm going to move on with that assumption. I don't think anyone cares about these awards.
I will say, okay, I got to push back just a little bit on this. Not to say that the Golden Globes matter for what the public thinks. Like, I think that the Golden Globes are basically, you're correct, that generally speaking, like, people who love movies like us and other people in the public like the Oscars because it's clear that the Oscars really matter to all the people who get Oscars, etc., and are also just obviously the more prestigious thing. You know, when you see a movie trailer, you almost never see Golden Globe nominee or Golden Globe Award winner, you know, in front of anyone's name. But you see Academy Award nominee or Academy Award winner for sure. Like, there's just there's no contest, there's no conversation about which one is more important. It's obviously the Oscars. However, and I bet you're correct, if you won an Oscar, maybe you threw the Golden Globe away. But where I'll push back is, I think these things do matter to a lot of actors who are not going to be the Leonardo DiCaprios who go get the Oscar. I think it is very important to actors and also just to like other random, you know, people within the industry. I think Golden Globe is like largely acting awards, really, from doing watching the broadcast last night. There's not like below the line stuff. And even on the broadcast, by the way, though the obvious below the line thing was Best Original Score, that was not broadcast. That was still the one award they cut. So I was just looking up online like who won while I was watching, and I was like, oh, I guess the score for Sinners won. Cool. Great. I'm glad Sinners won an award. I didn't know. I missed that, I guess. Nope, wasn't broadcast. Anyway, the point is, you see people go up there and start crying. You see this mean something to people who are accepting this award. And I don't want to completely shit on the people who are up there. Like, Teyana Taylor is crying up there getting a Golden Globe. She has not gotten an Oscar. She probably will actually get an Oscar this year, but I don't think until this moment she thought she was going to, like, be an actress who won awards like this necessarily.
But you don't think that part of her joy in that moment is, oh my God, I could actually win an Oscar? Because I kind of do.
I don't know if people are in the exact moment when that happens to them are that galaxy brained that they're like, oh, this good thing happened to me, and all that matters is that it means this next good thing is more likely to happen to me. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, like, a lot of people seem very emotional upon getting this award. Are they also actors? And is it possible that they are acting? I don't know. I'm just saying it seems genuine, and that's nice. And I don't want to be like, hey, you know, Demi Moore, who got a Golden Globe for The Substance, but didn't get the Oscar, you know, and the Golden Globe probably really matters to Demi Moore, who, like, really kind of had a hard later half of her career. Latter half of her career. Jesus.
I mean, we did.
You know, I don't want to be like, fuck you, your award doesn't mean anything because it's not an Oscar. Like,
no, I will. Well, first off, Demi Moore is never going to watch this conversation.
No, that's true. That's true. If she does, no one who has ever
won a Golden Globe is listening to this.
That's true.
Step two.
That's true.
I'm sorry, it doesn't mean anything. Like, it's so dumb. Like, well, but I will also say that Jennifer Lopez.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
We can't go that far. We're talking about this on a podcast right now. I'm just trying to be nice to the people who win these awards who it might mean something to. And just say, you know, it's nice for them. There were some nice speeches where people seemed to be genuinely very affected by receiving an award. And it's nice to be recognized for your work in whatever way, you know? I love to think about I think it was Bo Burnham winning Best Screenplay at, like, the independent film, like, the Spirit Awards or whatever. And he accepted the award by being like, because he didn't get nominated for an Oscar and everyone else nominated for the Independent Spirit Award was nominated for an Oscar. And so he was like, have fun at the Oscars, losers. You know, like, I think like, one, that perfectly sums up, like, how these people think about the award season is that they are sort of like, we all know this is less important than the Oscars. But two, like, I'm sure Bo Burnham is still pretty happy that he won an Independent Spirit Award. Like, I'm sure that was very nice for him, you know, for 8th grade.
I mean, I would very much like I would very much expect Bo Burnham to be like very excited about an Independent Spirit Award. I
Hmm.
would also expect Bo Burnham to not give a shit about the Golden Globes.
That's all fair. It's just sort of like
Like,
I'm trying to sort of recognize like there are Oscar caliber artists in the industry, and there are some other artists who are not quite Oscar caliber. And it is sort of nice to have award shows where you can celebrate those people and they have a chance at like winning an award too. You know?
because I will say the thing I remember the most about the Golden Globes in my whole life is actually the part of the documentary about Jennifer Lopez where she loses her mind because she didn't win a Golden Globe, which is also hilarious to me.
I'm not aware of this. What is this that you're
Yeah.
talking
Oh
about?
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I watched the clip because they talked about it on the big picture. But Jennifer Lopez was making a documentary about like her trying to win an Oscar or something. I don't know what she's making a documentary
Oh.
about, but she's making a documentary about herself, whatever.
For like
And
Hustlers or something back like
yeah, right after Hustlers.
okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And you see her having a mental breakdown because she lost the Golden Globes.
And look, that is. Do I think in that moment? Here's the thing. I think in the moment you win the Golden Globe, I don't think you are as Galaxy Brain to be like, this means I will go on to win an Oscar. I do think if you're Jennifer Lopez and you lose a Golden Globe, part of that is the breakdown is not I lost a
There's
Golden Globe.
no
It is
way.
there's no way I'm winning
no
an Oscar
way.
now.
Yeah.
So anyway, listen, I will say I just wanted to get a few things out of the way. Because I watched this and you did not watch this. I think this is a weird show as well as as a TV show. It is weird to be like because it's obviously more of like a party atmosphere rather than like a ceremonious atmosphere that the Oscars has. That's what they want to brand it as. It's like this is Hollywood's party. You know, we're being chill about this. The music choices were all sort of weird. The one thing I really liked is they played Return of the Mac when Macaulay Culkin walked on stage to present an award. That was funny. Other than that, it was basically like we graduated high school 2006, 2007. All the music choices were like our prom music for some reason. Like it was like Usher's Yeah and like Pon de Replay by Rihanna, like Rihanna's first hit. I'm like, I don't know, we gotta go back in Rihanna's catalog for the Golden Globes in 2026. What's happening? It's a weird show. They have commentary when people are like walking up to the stage. That's weird. They had betting odds on the bottom of the screen this year. That was really weird. They would literally be like, as they wouldn't have it always. It wasn't like a running thing like on ESPN or on the news or something, but they would just sometimes be like, by the way, betting odds right now are that Sinners is going to take this next one, and then it would show a little graphic that was like, Sinners, 95%, like, you know, and other shit, whatever, you know. That was weird. The thing that I kept making fun of, though, was that for, I think, almost every single award, definitely the acting awards, at the very least, they would do two very silly things. One, they would have the person's actual face up in like the left-hand corner of the screen in a little box right here, right? So just showing them at their table. In the big screen, they had just a wide of the room, and then they would, as they were announcing the names, put a little like Sims icon like over the head of where the people were sitting in the room. So all of a sudden it would just be like Tiana Taylor, and then there would just be like a little Sims icon like way over here in the room, and it would be like, you know, whoever else, and then there would be another Sims icon thing that popped up here, and I was like, who fucking cares about this? Why are we doing? Why are you showing me the seating arrangement like it means anything to me?
When they could just put a camera in front of someone.
Or
like
just
they
arrange the
boxes
boxes like they always do with the bot. Like instead of having one box that just shows one face on the screen, just lay them out like 5 nominees, and here are all 5 of their faces on the screen at the same time. Also, they were playing like weird elevator music during all of these announcements, during all of the nominee things. For some reason, the music in the background was just like, which is like saying to everyone, hey, we know the Golden Globes don't really mean anything, and that this is a deeply unserious show. You know, we're about to hand somebody an award for acting, you know, but let's just sort of pretend that we're at a, you know, in line at like a
in an
shitty,
elevator.
Yeah, in an elevator, wherever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It was very rude. It was very weird. Nikki Glaser did a fine job. You can watch her monologue. There are a few funny moments. It's fine. Speeches were good for the most part. You know, there's only 3 things I wanted to point out that I feel like you genuinely missed by not watching this. One, Rose Byrne accepted the award for Best Actress, and right at the end of her speech, she was like, my husband, Bobby Cannavale, the actor, she was like, my husband couldn't be here because we're getting a bearded dragon, and he's in an exotic animal expo in New Jersey. She just said that and then left the stage. Which is
Hold on, now I'm searching exotic animal expo in New Jersey.
Yeah, incredible way to leave the stage after you've won an award. For your last words to be like exotic animal expo in New Jersey, and then be like, goodbye everyone. So loved that. Second thing I absolutely loved. Stephen Graham, an actor who's in the show Adolescence, which I did not watch because I don't watch a lot of TV. He wins the award for Best Actor in a TV miniseries or drama or whatever. Does his whole speech, right at the end of his entire speech, he just looks over, sees Queen Latifah in the audience, and just goes, wow, Queen Latifah. And then just leaves as well. That's also the end of his speech. It's just him suddenly being like, holy shit, that's Queen Latifah in the audience, and getting starstruck for a second, and then he was like, I guess I gotta go. That was also great. That was very charming. The absolute best thing, though, in this entire award ceremony, which I think you should actually find a clip of, if you can, was Wanda Sykes presenting the award for Best Stand-Up Special.
I've actually seen this one. It's already made the rounds on Instagram.
Oh, God, it's fucking good. God, it's good. I love Wanda Sykes. I love the immediate line of, let's hire a black lesbian to do the job of 2 mediocre white men. Great opening. The dig, I want to say, the dig at Kevin Hart is genuinely funny. People usually just go, you're short, haha. But instead she's like, you're rich and greedy. You're a true American. Good for you, Kevin Hart. Which is like a much more true dig at Kevin Hart, but does... And like, he loved it. Like, that one seemed like it was a jest in love. Bill Maher, her telling him that we need less of him, just is her true thoughts on Bill Maher. That's not a joke.
Oh, is it not like 99% of the people's thoughts on Bill Maher? Like,
yes, is that we just need less Bill Maher for sure.
Yeah.
Her joke to Sarah Silverman that they're great friends but they haven't spoken in 5 years also feels genuinely true. That also feels like a weird little dig at Sarah Silverman, where she was like, I'm a good friend of yours. You haven't talked to me in 5 years. Moving on. That was also great. But by far the best thing was her saying, Ricky Gervais, I'm so glad you're not here because I get to accept the award on your behalf. And you are thanking God and the trans community.
God
and then Ricky Gervais won, and she was like, he accepts this award on behalf of God and the trans community. Thank you. Unbelievable. And yeah, fuck Ricky Gervais. So I'm so glad that happened. That was my favorite moment of the show. That was the only thing that really made it worth watching. It doesn't really matter. Anything else is fine.
I'm not a Ricky Gervais fan.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to one of his stand-up specials in years.
Yeah.
Does he make I never heard him make a joke about trans people. Does he do that?
He has gotten more and more into that part. As in the last couple stand-up specials, there's more and more shit about like trans people, as a lot of
Oh,
older male comedians are starting to unfortunately do. But yes, there's some stupid shit about the trans community in his stand-up specials, and as always, there's a lot of him and Mar are both doing a lot of really bullshitty. Uh, I'm a staunch atheist and you're all stupid. Arguing against straw man
that's
shit.
always been his MO. It's
That's
not
always
like
been their
that's
MO.
not like new.
It's not new,
He's
but I can
always been
still
like,
say
I'm a
fuck him
staunch.
for that. It's still a shitty thing. Yeah.
It's still a dumb thing to be like, anybody who believes in God is stupid. I'm
Yeah.
so smart. It's
Yeah.
still dumb.
It's
But
still
like,
dumb.
and so that's why I like the God part. I was like, that's so funny. But
Yeah.
then she said the trans community, and I was like, what? Did I miss something? And
Yeah.
obviously, I missed something.
No one is faulting you for not wanting to watch Ricky Gervais stand-up specials anymore. I certainly don't either. I just happen to catch because I have a lot of friends in the LGBTQ plus community, and I am definitely like locked into their social media stuff. I definitely get a lot of stuff fed to me when the LGBTQ plus community is upset about something. I'm pretty aware of it usually. So I've been aware.
You're more like outside of comic book world. You're more online than I am.
Yeah.
So I'm never
True.
shocked that you know something that I don't know.
For sure. Yeah. Which is funny because I wouldn't
'Cause
actually
my
describe
algorithm-
either of us as particularly that online, but definitely I am more so than you. I would, yeah. When you're saying your algorithm is mostly just comic books, I think that's got to be the case. Your handle is Dave
It's
Loves
comic
Comics.
Yeah. And like I actively, because that's like my safe space, right? Like that's my space to be like, I want to look at comic book stuff. So if you actively post about stuff that make me angry, I'm like, you're muted.
Yeah.
I love you. I care about you, but that's not what this space for me is for.
Right. I can watch the news later on. I can find out this information.
Like I can read the New
ways.
York Times.
Right.
I can read the local paper. I can do all of these things. That's not what Instagram is for me. Instagram is for me to hear about stuff going on with comic books.
I think that's a remarkably healthy boundary that you have set, to be honest. I just want to say, like, I'm genuinely proud of you for having that boundary. Like, that's a great... I think I need that more,
I don't follow so many of my friends because I'm like, no, that's about comic books, not about what you have to say. If I want to know what you have to say, I love you and I care about you, and I will listen to what you have to say in real life.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to Instagram to know about how you feel about this.
Yep. Agreed. Oh, man, we're way off script here. Not that this has a script. We're not professional. Anyway, we should talk about movies, I guess, now, right? I mean, do you have any thoughts on the TV or any of that stuff? No. Yeah, me either.
No, I've seen The Pit, the end. That's my thoughts on the TV situation.
Dude, you're ahead of me then. I mean, I watched Severance. That was nominated for stuff. It didn't win anything. I think that's it.
I couldn't get into Severance. Severance season 1 I didn't love it. And then everybody was like, season 2 is worse than season 1, so I didn't even try season 2.
Look, I love season 1, and I think season 2 is a lot messier than season 1. And I hope they kind of bring it back and tighten it up a little bit, but I didn't love season 2 as much. I think there are really good moments in it still, though. But yeah, I don't have anything to say about TV. Loved. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, before we move on to movies, one other thing. I just loved Amy Poehler winning for podcast. That was great. Amy Poehler's hilarious. She's lovely. Also, I think her and Will Arnett have a probably fine relationship, but it's gotta feel good to beat your ex-husband for an award. And I just feel happy for
I would
her.
imagine that's true. Yeah.
I just feel, even if you have a great relationship, I just feel happy for her for beating out Will Arnett in the podcast category. That's lovely. Especially since he like just released a movie about a guy who turns to stand up while going through a divorce that had to have been for him a little self-referential to when he got divorced from Amy Poehler. So it has to be a little on her mind.
I didn't even put those two together. I completely forgot that. I think I just forgot Will Arnett and Amy Poehler were ever married. I
Oh
totally
yeah,
forgot about that.
I think as a Arrested Development fan who loves that show, that's probably I'd say that's maybe my favorite show ever. Uh, I've been very aware of their marriage for a long time because there's a whole bit in that show where their characters get married and it's like a sham fake marriage kind of thing. So anyway, that's my last thought on non-movie stuff. What are your thoughts on what walked away with wins here? And I guess
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
I think we need to talk about a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I think an important thing to discuss is the number of winners of acting winners from international features.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I thought that was really interesting. Um, Skarsgård, this one kind of shocked me.
I was
Skarsgård
surprised by that
winning
one.
for supporting actor and not oh, what's her name? The star of that movie. What's her name?
Not Renata Rensfei. I never know if I'm saying it correctly.
Yes, not
yeah.
yes, but not Renata Rensby winning for Best Lead.
Sentimental.
That was very shocking to me.
Yeah.
For sentimental value.
Or her sister in that movie, Ingstadter, I believe is her last name. I'm forgetting her full name. But she was also nominated for Best Supporting, and she did not win. I thought that was also. I don't know if you would ask me which one of those three would win. I don't think I would have picked out Stellan Skarsgård. I think I would have picked one of the two female performances from that movie. For
yes. Sure. Well, it really feels like the Globes wanted to hit the major international features not from Asia. That's what this list of winners feels like to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
there's The Secret Agent, gotta win. No, I'm sorry. The Secret Agent got 2 wins, and then Sentimental Value got a win. And was there another one? Was there a third movie?
No,
that
I mean Jafar Panahi's. It was
maybe
just
not.
an accident. Got
maybe it's just
shut
the two
out.
Of them.
And then No Other Choice also got shut out. Which, have you seen No Other Choice yet, or no?
No Other Choice.
There was also nobody won for that
I am
either.
seeing it on Wednesday. It's finally come to Chicago.
Nice. Oh, great. Okay, cool. I'm trying to find a list. I'm literally looking at the Golden Globes website, trying to look through who won for what, and it's so separated out. I'm like, I gotta find a list that's a little bit more condensed, so this is easier to sort through here. But yeah, Stellan Skarsgård, I think, was a little bit of a surprise. So that is, was there? Did you say there was 2 wins for Sentimental Value then, or was that the only win for Sentimental Value?
That's the only one for Sentimental.
Okay.
And then,
wow.
I was interested. So I had a friend of mine, Nick. He texted me, and he was thinking about betting on Sinners to win for drama.
Oh.
And my immediate response was, "Watch out! Sinners is a very American movie, and this is a very international awards ballot."
Yeah.
And you know what? White Europeans probably love Hamnet. Like, like that was
Yeah.
my gut instinct was like,
So you were expecting Hamnet to
this
win there?
feels like the Hamnet win.
Wow. I was not expecting Hamnet.
Simply simply because of, well, A, simply because of who the awards ballot is, and B, because everyone knew Sinners was going to win for cinematic achievement in bullshit
Yeah.
popularity
Yeah.
contest.
Although I
Like,
have to say again, that that is a little bit of a disappointment to me for sure. Like Sinners got they got best score off screen again. But besides that, they just got best cinematic achievement. And Sinners not winning for anything else is the thing that I am the most upset about in this entire award ceremony. Um, I just think that kind of sucks. I I I was a little surprised. I was more surprised by Hamnet than you were. I kind of thought, uh, for similar reasons as you were saying, I thought international voting body they had kind of very specifically, except for No Other Choice, kind of like all of the international ones ended up in the drama category rather than in the musical comedy category. Like everything else except for No Other Choice was like a white American film. You know, and then there was all of the all of the other international stuff was in musical or was in drama, and that so I was kind of expecting, especially after seeing Wagner Moura win for Secret Agent. It win for Best International Film. I was actually starting to expect Secret Agent would probably be taking that category. And I was hoping for Sinners just because I personally would. I think this award season would just be more fun if it was at least a battle between Sinners and one battle after another. I just think narratively that would be more fun, and it would be more fun to like root for those two movies rather than root for Hamnet, which admittedly I have not seen. So I do need to go see Hamnet to actually develop feelings about Hamnet before we really
I also
comment
have
on
not
it.
seen Hamnet.
Mm,
I had the shot, and I was like, you know what I really don't want to deal with today? It's another movie about Shakespeare. Like, I was like,
that's so funny. There have been two times where I could have seen Hamnet, and I did not think I don't want to see a movie about Shakespeare, but I did in both cases. I was like I'm choosing between Hamnet and one time it was Zootopia 2, and the other time it was the movie Primate, which just came out, and so basically, I was like, do I want to have a fun time? Or do I want to see a better movie, but maybe be really depressed afterwards? And both times I chose the way worse but fun movie, you know? So I kind of stand by that decision, but also now that
yeah,
Hamnet's won Golden Globe for Best Drama, I kind of feel a little negligent in my, like, you know, good film watcher responsibilities that I was like, I'm gonna go see this stupid monkey killer movie instead of fucking Hamnet.
but was it dope? But because I
No,
haven't seen it
it
yet,
wasn't.
was Primate
No,
dope?
it's not good. No,
Oh man,
no, the monkey looks
that
great.
sucks.
The monkey looks great, but otherwise, it's just like a very standard, very stupid horror movie, um, with some pretty decent practical effects. You know, and that's it. I wouldn't recommend going to see Primate. Zootopia 2 was actually pretty good though. Anyway, we're off track here. We got to watch Hamnet, and then we'll be able to speak on whether or not we think Hamnet is like truly deserving of this award, etc. I'm just gonna assume. You know what? I bet Hamnet's pretty damn good, and I bet it deserves this award just fine. You know, um, and apparently you had predicted this, so good for you. You know, um, obviously the other big winner that we do have to talk about is One Battle, which won
Yeah,
four awards, one director, one Best Picture musical, comedy. Teyana Taylor, and then also Best Screenplay, which that also was another one where I was like, maybe this is, maybe I'm too Oscar brained, but I'm like, the Oscars will often be like, hey, screenplay is where we give this sort of like, you're not going to get Best Picture, but like, you made a real good film, good job, kind of. They give that award to them. So I was also thinking Sinners might get that. Um, but honestly, once Teyana Taylor won
It feels
first thing, it was like, oh, one battle's going to sweep a lot of these categories.
yeah, yeah.
I was genuinely surprised
It
when
does
one battle
feel like
didn't win the other stuff it was nominated for.
um it feels like Sinners is on its way to uh best original screenplay win and nothing
Yeah,
else. That's
yeah,
that's my gut. Or
yeah,
unless some below the line stuff.
yeah.
Um
So it's getting maybe this is a little bit of a negative way to put this, but I think it's getting the Get Out treatment, where it's just like
yes. 100%.
we're all we're all aware that this is like one of the best movies of the year, and that this movie is really important to the African American community, and we don't want to ignore it. But also, the voting body is still too white to actually make
Still
this like
very
a
white.
real contender for the best picture category. So, yeah, I mean, look, I'd be happy with it getting anything. I hope it gets a lot of the below the line like effects kind of stuff, and hopefully it gets something where Ryan Coogler can get up there and make a fucking great speech. Um, that's kind of my hope now for Sinners, because I think you're right. I would assume it's now. I don't know betting odds or anything, but I would assume the percentage chance that it's winning the Oscar for Best Picture is now very low.
Oh, it's got to be. It's to me right now. It is one battle like 90%
Yeah,
chance.
yeah,
Like,
that's how it feels.
and then like Hamnet 8, everyone else 2. Like
Yeah,
that's what I
the field
think
can
I'm
share
looking
the
at.
other 2%. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That's how I kind of feel too. I do think. Here's my one thought, because we're still 2 months away from the Oscars actually happening. And there's a lot of time for like narrative stuff to shift, and we will see, all of the like different guild awards will happen between now and then. I don't. I mean, the Oscars is now also a much more foreign voting body. Is not as American as it was. The Secret Agent to me is starting to be the one thing where I would go, I wouldn't be shocked if that climbs into the conversation. Do I
So
do I think it's
before
getting?
now,
Yeah, go on, please.
before this moment, I thought Sentimental Value the um had the foreign language both category and
Mm-hmm.
like like Best Picture nomination wrapped up.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
they could have two foreign language films nominated. They've done it before. It's pretty rare, but they've done it before. But especially if they were to do it, this feels like a year to do it.
mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, like um
I actually also I gotta say I have not seen The Secret Agent yet. I have not seen It Was Just an Accident yet. I assume those are both very good movies. I'm excited to see them. Um, I I'm realizing perhaps just through the bias of these are the ones that I've seen, but I also kind of got the vibe through just sort of the conversation about all this stuff. I was assuming that like foreign film kind of Anatomy of a Fall, Parasite ish kind of spot was going to be either Sentimental Value or No Other Choice. Especially No Other Choice has like a very similar thematic material to Parasite, uh, and both Korean films, both by like masters of Korean cinema. It just felt like maybe that one was going to like kind of compete a bit more. And Sentimental Value, as you said, I think because of the acting noms that it can get and the screenplay nominations it can get, also felt like something that could definitely be that like Anatomy of a Fall like strong contender that doesn't quite get to Best Picture, but everybody's like, dude, that is maybe the best actually. That might actually be the best thing of the year, but like it's probably not going to get over the hump because it's foreign, and we don't tend even now we don't tend to give them to the foreign film for Best Picture. Um, but yeah, man, I think it might be The Secret Agent. I really do. Especially Wagner Moura seems now to be, in my mind, the front runner for. Actually, no, sorry, I'm forgetting that the Globes do the weird splitting the awards between musical, comedy, and drama for the main acting awards. So I don't know if Wagner Moura is actually the front runner or if it's Timothy Chalamet, but it's one of them. One of them is the front runner. So I feel like the story might shift. My feeling is more it's one battle at like 85%. And then I'm going to throw like 5% to The Secret Agent, and then I'm just following your pattern other than that. 8% to Hamnet and 2% to The Field.
So, okay, so this is 2 days old, but I just looked up Variety's predictions for who are going to be the nominee.
Okay.
And I personally feel like there are 5 locks.
Yeah.
Like, I would be absolutely stunned if this doesn't get a nominee. And they are Sinners, One Battle, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value.
Yeah. Okay.
I still think Sentimental Value is a lock.
Yeah.
I just think that there are other options. I think if Sentimental Value got shut out, then I would rethink that.
Yeah.
But
so are there consistently 10 Best Picture nominees now? Sometimes I forget.
there are now.
There
That
are now.
just changed. That there used to be up to 10, now there are 10 period.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Okay. I'm just saying I think Secret Agent's also a lock. I might even go as far as to say I think Secret Agent is more of a lock than Sentimental Value is now for the nomination.
It also, I could be completely wrong, and Sentimental Value is no longer a lock after last night. I'm looking at prediction from 2 days ago.
Yeah,
that's the latest.
Those are, I mean, look, that's also like Sentimental Value also won. It won for Best Supporting for Stellan Skarsgård. Like that's not nothing at all, you know.
Yeah.
But it was specifically pitted against The Secret Agent in the international film category and lost to The Secret Agent. You know? So that to me tells me a little something. Like you said, the shitty thing about the Globes is we don't know who any of these people are. You know? So it's hard to know.
And I think it is safe to say nobody who voted for the Globes votes in the Academy Awards.
I think that's
one is people who make films, the other one is journalists.
Yeah.
So there is zero overlap. Like the BAFTAs, there's a lot of overlap. Or I shouldn't say a lot. There's some overlap of people who vote for the BAFTAs and people who vote for the Academy Awards.
For sure.
That is not the case here.
For sure.
And I think that's important to note.
Yeah. It makes it harder to figure out whether this matters or doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
You know, but the last 2 years, at the very least, since the Golden Globes sort of reset itself and tried to be better, quote unquote, they have been closer to what the Oscars picked for that same year, for those years. That trend is like 2 years of data, not even 3 years of data. This would be year 3 of that data. That's not that significant, you know?
So currently what I'm looking at is, what the 10 awards predicted by Variety.
Mm-hmm.
Sinners, One Battle, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, Sentimental Value, Begonia, Train Dreams, F1, Blue Moon.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Out of those 10, only 2 were not nominated for Best either Drama or Musical or Comedy by the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead, they had Secret Agent and It Was Just an Accident.
Right. Right. Which is sad for me and Train Dreams,
Oh,
which I loved. But
wait,
um,
sorry, two more. No Other Choice and Nouvelle Vague, the Linklater one from Netflix.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because they have six. I didn't realize this until this moment. They
Mhm.
have six for each category. They don't have five.
Oh yeah, they do have
Uh,
6. Man, the Golden Globes are so weird, y'all. They're so weird. I also just gotta say, you know, I don't give that much of a shit about this. There actually was one other funny moment in the broadcast. Judd Apatow came out to give Best Director, and he just did like a weird Type 5 for some reason that he'd been working on. Like, he did not do a pre-scripted thing. He just like popped out and started talking like very off the cuff, it felt like. But what a big joke that he made was how he basically has been quietly um, boycotting the Globes ever since Trainwreck lost to The Martian in Best Musical or Comedy. Because he was like, yeah, you know, I lost to Ridley Scott, director of Blade Runner and Alien and Gladiator. You know, one of our great comedy directors.
yeah, the funniest part about that was The Martian was nominated in
Yeah.
musical or comedy, like the least funny movie of all time. Like I love The Martian.
I
The
did
Martian
too.
is a phenomenal watch,
I really had a great time.
but
Yeah.
it's not funny at all.
Yeah.
And there's no music in it.
I think there's one moment I laughed in The Martian. I don't even remember what it was. It was some Don Cheadle line or something. I laughed a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That doesn't make a comedy. You can't go, hey, I chuckled once. That's not a comedy.
Yeah, I could
Anyway.
also like Nouvelle Vague. Watch it on Netflix. Not a comedy. That's definitely a drama.
Yeah.
I did not laugh one time that entire movie.
Yeah.
Like
I think
there are
it
so many.
thinks it's
These
funny.
don't make sense.
I think it thinks it's kind of funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's maybe
Oh, does it?
I think that there are moments that are funny in a like way too fucking film nerd inside baseball way. You know? I think
that makes sense.
I think that there are
makes sense.
moments that are supposed to be like, ha ha ha, you know, because Claude Chabrol once said in an interview, and you're supposed to be like, dude, I don't fucking, you know, okay. Richard Linklater
This is not for me.
knows
I know.
thinks this is funny.
I popped it on Netflix, sat down, and was like, I am well aware this movie is not for me, but I'm gonna watch it anyways.
Yeah. I like the French New Wave movement. I really enjoy some of those films. It still wasn't for me either. So I don't know who it's for. You know? Apparently it's for people in Hollywood.
It's for Richard Linklater.
It's for Richard
Like I
Linklater
does feel that way.
and other filmmakers, I think, in general, you know? I think that's who it's for. Anyway, yeah, the point is the category fraud is stupid as hell in all of these. I just don't I like how they're deciding what is a comedy musical and what is a drama. Just feels like they're just throwing these fucking movies in a hat and just picking them out and going, yeah, I guess that looks fine. I don't know. You know, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sinners is, you know, I think Sinners has as many funny moments and definitely has many more musical moments than many of the films that were nominated in the musical comedy category. But for some reason, it's in the drama.
I think Sinners is both funnier and more musical than Marty Supreme. Like
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
It's not even
Marty
close.
Supreme is the one that I was definitely thinking of the most as I was saying that. It was like, is Marty Supreme supposed to be funny? I guess there are moments that are like funny in a like, holy fuck, that bathtub's on that guy's arm. I'm laughing uncomfortably kind of way. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's a comedy. Yeah, Jesus. I don't know. All of the splitting shit up is so weird to me. I don't really understand. It's just a way to nominate more stuff. And like, look, just do what the Oscars did. Just broaden the category. Just be like, we got 10 acting nominations. Nobody fucking cares what you do. Golden Globes, like, no one's like, oh, but you know, the hallowed history of the Golden Globes. We can't possibly change the way things have been done in the Golden Globes. No, man, just fucking do whatever you want. Nominate 12 people for Best Actor. I don't care.
I know this sounds crazy. Actually nominate musicals and comedies.
Yes. Yes. Actually be like, hey, you know what should be in Best Comedy? Friendship. You know what should be in Best Comedy? The Naked Gun should be in Best Comedy.
Yeah.
You know? That makes sense. Best Musical should definitely be like K-pop Demon Hunters and whatever other fucking Disney film I'm forgetting that was definitely a musical this year. You know, like, those are musicals and comedies. Don't be like, Best Comedy of the Year, one battle after another. No, man, that's the best drama. That doesn't... Ugh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's so weird. The Golden Globes are so weird. I think I'm running low on stuff to say about them personally. Do you have anything pressing coming to your mind? Because I feel like I've got maybe one more take I want to rattle off, but that's it.
My one more thought is I'm very intrigued by now the Amy Madigan, Tiana Taylor going for Best Supporting Actress. I think a lot of the so it feels like let's just I think we need to talk about the actor noms for a minute, right? Because it feels like Chalamet and Jessie Buckley are shoo-ins. They're gonna win, right? Like I think you can march them to the Oscar right now, unless something crazy happens. They're winning Oscars.
I think Buckley, 100%. I still don't know about Chalamet. I don't know about Chalamet. And it's
really,
well, it's literally just because of what you said earlier that Leonardo DiCaprio had to make his career about winning an Oscar for 15 years. There is a precedent for some reason with Best Actor. They don't like the young ingenue or whatever, the young person, and for Best Actress they do. And I don't know why.
Right now, who do you think? Do you think it's Leo? Like, who do you think is going to beat him out?
I think it's Leo or Wagner Moura. I think it's one of the two. I think Wagner Moura also winning in this category for the dramatic actor, you know, or whatever part of it. I think he is now a major threat to Chalamet, and I think Leo has been the other consistent threat. But I don't know I'm saying again, this is like I'd give Chalamet 70%, and I'd give Wagner and Leo like 15 each or something. You know?
When was the last time a Best Actor winner, Best Lead Actor winner was from an international movie?
Oh, that's a good question. I thought what you were going to say was, what was the last time a Best Actor winner was 30 or younger? Because Chalamet is now 30 years old. I think both are interesting things to consider. No, I don't think the Best Actor went to anyone from Parasite.
Nope. I'm looking up what? Going back to 1980. There has been 0 Best Actor winners who didn't speak English. There has been,
did Roberto Benigni win for Best Actor, or was that like something else? Because I vividly remember from the broadcast Roberto Benigni winning an Oscar for Life is Beautiful.
You're right. I forgot Life is Beautiful was in Italian.
Yes.
Okay. So since 1980, there's one person who won Best Actor and didn't speak English. And there is a
Wow.
second person, like there have been very British people who have
Yes,
won.
for sure, for
But
sure. That's
I
classic Hollywood.
think, yeah,
Yeah,
um, I just I think it would be a pretty huge upset if a non-English speaker won. Not saying they don't deserve it, not saying yada yada yada, just predicting what the Academy Awards will do. I
yeah.
I, I don't see it happening.
I am now. I gotta know. I don't know if this is gonna be easy to find. Uh, Adrian Brody is the youngest Best Actor Oscar winner. He was 29 in 2002. He's the only actor to win the leading role Oscar under 30 years old. So that is also, that's all I'm saying. There's also not a lot of precedent for, for Timmy Chalamet here at 30 to win either.
But I think there is some precedent for people winning in their 30s, right?
That's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm
And,
not going to look up, everyone under
and
40 or
we
anything.
have to realize
But
like Chalamet has been in our lives for almost 10 years now, right? Wasn't his first was it Lady Bird was his first like really big breakout?
yes, maybe Ladybird. He also, I think he was actually in something even earlier as like a child, but it was not like. I'd say Ladybird is probably the correct moment to identify as his breakout role because I think that is 2017, 2018, somewhere in that range. I believe that's 2017. But because then it's like 2019, he gets the lead role in like The King. Or wait, no, Call Me by Your Name is probably the big breakout for him.
That was 2017. That was after Lady
Also,
Bird.
also
So
still
Lady Bird
2017. Okay,
happened,
and then Call Me by Your
then
Name.
Call
Okay,
Me by Your Name.
okay. So yes, 2017 is when he basically 9 years. If we're now in 2026, and it's been roughly since 2017, we're at about 9 years ish of living with Timmy Chalamet. This is actually, I'm glad we're talking about this though. This is the other thing that I did want to bring up. How do you feel about the Timmy Chalamet experience? We're talking about odds, and that's one thing. How's life for you in
How's
Chalamet
life living
world?
with Timmy?
Living with Timmy.
Living with Timmy. Okay, I have nothing against the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I have on this podcast made the statement. I don't get his charm and appeal. Like I don't get
Yeah.
a certain aspect of his looks and personality as like a dreamboat. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But like as an
Yeah.
actor, I think he's very, very good. I think he's one of the best. And I think I do like the whole I want to be the best actor that's ever been. This
Mm-hmm.
is meaningful to me. Winning for SAG last year was like very meaningful to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, because I want to be the best, because that's who I am and that's who I want to be. And like I kind of dig that part of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I
all of the dreamboatiness that he does, I'm like, look, I know it's not for me. I know it's not for me, and it's fine. So like I like watching him in movies generally.
yeah.
Like he's been in the Dune movies. I really enjoyed Marty Supreme.
That's
I
true.
love Lady
Dune.
Bird. Like there's very few of his movies that I walk away go like I didn't really like that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I think he picks good projects. I think exactly what you said about his sort of, type A kind of go getter, like I want to be the best thing, is why he's so effective as Marty Supreme, but also just connecting it to the Marty Supreme thing. I think as sports fans, you and I very much appreciate, someone who's like, I don't care if my job is just to put a ball in a basket. It's the most important thing to me. This is my world, you know? Like I am the type of sports fan who when the Nuggets won and Nikola Jokic was just like, good, my job is over, I can be with my horses or whatever. I'm like, dude, that's not exactly the response I want. I want Aaron Gordon ripping his shirt off and running out of the stadium into the street screaming. Like, that's what I want when you win your job, when you win the world championship that I am also investing my time in to watch, So I do like that about Chalamet. I do. I just also am with you. I would even connect it less to the sex appeal and just sort of say, I think that Chalamet to me reads as a person who is very aware of how funny and charming they are. And I think sometimes that kind of person is kind of annoying to me, actually. Someone who's just like, I'm hyper aware that I am like a funny as hell, charming person who like maybe can also get away with some shit every once in a while because I'm funny and charming. Maybe the best way to put it is like he has a little bit of class clown in him.
That's the thing, is that I don't think he's that funny. I don't think he's funny at all, actually. I've never been like watching a thing.
I agree.
Like, again, I'm not the target audience, right? Like, and I know that about myself and about my relationship with Timmy, is that he's trying to charm 20-year-old women. And I'm not a 20-year-old woman. Like,
yeah.
Like, but that's what it's like. I think my wife kind of.
Yeah, your wife is.
I mean, my wife thinks negatively of Timmy.
Interesting.
She's like,
interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And it stems from, I know the moment it stems from. It stems from the Oscar where the slap Oscar.
The Will Smith.
But he showed
Oscars.
up. Yes, but he showed up with a coat and no shirt, as if he was making fun of Ted Lasso, and like like straight out of Ted. Because I remember watching the Ted Lasso episode, and then a month later, being like seeing Timmy Chalamet and being like, "Oh my God, he's pulling a Jamie." Like, that's amazing. Yeah. So the Ted Lasso episode happened first.
Shit, Yeah.
and in that moment, my wife and I made fun of him so hard. I'm sure with you in the room. I'm 100% sure you were there.
I'm sure I was there. I'm sure.
And in that moment, I was like, is he kind of dumb? Like, but like, I bet there are plenty of 20-somethings who fawned over that look and was like, he's so attractive. In fact, he was one of the males that the hosts pointed out as being hot. So like, there's one part where I'm like, this is so stupid. And then there's the other part that I'm like, actually, it's working for everyone else. So I guess I'm the stupid one.
Yeah, man. I'm right there with you. I think, okay, so here's how I'm trying to wrap my mind around Chalamet. I think it's not just class clown. It's like the popular jock's version of the class clown. Does that make sense? It's like the guy who is like he's maybe not a jock, but he's just like the hot popular dude who also is just charming enough to like fuck around in class all day, and like people don't hate him for it.
He's not a jock.
He's not.
No, he's definitely not a jock. I'm just trying to. He's the theater kid who likes sports. Yes, that's what he is.
Yes,
he's the smart. He's the smart theater kid who can fuck around, but all the teachers still love him, and you're sitting in the back of the class going, "Huh?" That's how I feel.
Yeah,
That's
you're sitting in the back of class being like, that guy's actually really annoying and like he's really disruptive in class and I wish he would just shut
like
up
I'm here trying to
sometimes.
learn, okay, Timmy? I'm here
Yeah.
trying to learn.
Like I actually do need to understand chemistry like a little bit. I'm about to fail. I can't just like fucking make a joke and them be like, aha, you're funny enough. A B, I guess, or whatever. But I do feel like even the teachers in those classes are sort of like a little aware of like, he's a lovely kid. I really like him. He's a little dumb, maybe. And like he's maybe not always the brightest. And look, there are different forms of intelligence. I'm a big believer in that theory of like there's like 9 or 10 different like ways in which intelligence can kind of come about. And in a way, like intelligence of how you socialize and how you present yourself is a very important form of intelligence in this world. But yeah, the Jamie Ted Lasso outfit choice, the dating a Jenner,
That just
the
never seems to work out. That just
the
never
like
seems to
which
work out.
some of the stuff where he's like interacting with the hip hop community, which is like sometimes funny, but sometimes feels a little cringe. You know, even the I'm gonna be the first person to stand on top of the sphere in Las Vegas. Even that is just like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, I never
Sometimes
even. This did not hit
it just,
my life at
yeah.
all.
This
I
was
have no idea what you're talking about at this point.
for Marty Supreme. They had a big thing where Marty Supreme was on the Vegas sphere. They had like an advertisement for it, but Timothy Chalamet was standing on top of the sphere at the same time they had and there was an article. It's dumb. It's a silly little dumb thing. I don't know if he's the person who thought of it. I'm not going to blame him entirely for that one, but just it's still his public persona. And occasionally,
I will also say,
vapid. Yeah.
I will also say, I mean, you have to be a little vapid to be like, who else is a little vapid? Every single actor who's ever made it big. Like, come on.
Well, vapid and vain are not necessarily the same thing. Like, you have to be a little egotistical, a little vain. I'm not sure you have to be a little vapid. I think that there are definitely actors and actresses who are very, very intelligent people otherwise. But please, you were making.
You have to be like. You have to be like dumb enough to genuinely believe that you're the best, right? Like to make it in Hollywood, you have to have that in you where you can act humble, blah blah blah, but like you have to have that crazy in you that says you're better than everyone else around you.
Yeah.
Because everyone else and you are going for one role. And anybody who's ever been in Hollywood has that. Do I think he has that a tenth more than probably a lot of the people around him? Yes. Yeah, I'm also like, but that's why he's here, right? Like,
this is why he is as successful as he is. 100%.
Yes.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. I think I had a moment hearing his speech and sort of just the general moments with him in the Golden Globes where I just was suddenly like, I'm a little tired of Chalamet right now. I'm just a little tired of the Chalamet experience. And I just wanted to explore that with you for a second, And I think we've done a very good job of just sort of like, I feel like our feelings about Chalamet are probably pretty similar to a lot of other people's feelings about Chalamet, And then I think
I think they're very similar to the people in our lives. Like, right? Yeah. I think he's trying to charm someone, and I think he's very much succeeding at charming someone. That person just is not me.
It's not me. It's not you. It's not your wife. It's not my wife. No. So
are you sure it's not your wife? I would not be shocked if it's not your wife. If it's your wife, actually.
No, I know it isn't. I know it isn't. I'm sure. Look, if she was like, yeah, Chalamet's hot, I wouldn't be surprised. But like, I know she's also kind of like, a little bit,
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Anyway, he'll probably win Best Actor, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. That category is a weird toss-up in my mind.
Oh, I think I think it's settled. I think it's done and
You think
dusted.
those
I
are
think it's him.
locks? Okay. Well, do you think there are other so with the other acting categories? Do you think we've hit any locks? Because we just said best actress 100% Jessie Buckley. You're saying best actor 100% Timmy Chalamet. For supporting, are we like is Tiana Taylor just it, or is it Amy
No, I
Madigan?
don't. I don't think
Um,
Tiana Taylor's gonna run the table. If she
yeah,
wins this, I wouldn't be shocked. But Amy
mm,
Madigan has won a lot,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so it might be down to a a two-person race.
Hmm.
Um,
You think Inga, from Sentimental Value, maybe officially out at this point? I'm forgetting who else was even nominated for supporting actress.
so
Honestly.
it's so Inga was not so Inga and Elle Fanning were both
Oh right, yeah.
in
Elle
it.
Fanning was also,
Um,
which look, I thought
Emily
Elle Fanning was
Blunt,
good. I don't know if she's awards worthy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
don't
that
get
one.
that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm,
Emily Blunt out, 0% chance. I don't even
right.
understand. She was just nominated here to get her, and then
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. I don't see
Oh
it.
no, she's not gonna win. She's not gonna win. I could see her
I
being
don't see it.
nominated
I
for
think she's
sure.
gonna get nominated. I think she's gonna
Yeah.
get nominated. I think
Yeah.
I
Again, you want
bet.
her at the show. You want her at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't need to do anything else. Um,
But I think there are three locks for who's gonna get nominated. I think
yeah.
it's Taylor, Madigan, and Grande, and
Yeah.
then at least one of the two sentimental value people are gonna get in.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's
Agreed.
4 out of 5. I have no idea who the fifth person could be.
Yeah.
It could be both sentimental value. It could be somebody I'm not thinking of. Like there's got to be people I'm not thinking of that are in this race that I just have no idea.
Yeah.
But I think supporting it has to be. It's now down to Madigan and Taylor. I think
Yeah.
one of those two are going to win it, and I don't know who.
I wonder almost. So the other win for the Secret Agent. Did the Secret Agent also win Best Actress? I feel like there was
No,
another
Secret Agent won international and best actor.
and Best Actor. So I'm trying to think. Does Secret Agent or does
Best
No Other
actor for the other
Choice
category.
for the other cat like is there an actress from like Secret Agent or it was just an accident or No Other Choice that maybe could slip in there even if that is like it was actually a little bit more of a leading role and they just do some category fraud and throw them in supporting. I don't know. I think that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I really don't know exactly who else goes there, which is probably why Elle Fanning ended up there in the first place. You know, because there maybe are just not. There was a bit of a dearth of like female supporting performances this year. That are in these sort of Oscar-y type movies. Um, Supporting actor though, that one is now a very interesting race to me because
Yeah,
uh, I don't think this was a shock for other people. I did not hear. I was not expecting Skarsgård to win for this, and I really thought it was going to be Del Toro. Um,
yep.
and honestly, before when One Battle After Another came out, I think I said on that first pod like that it felt like Sean Penn was going to win the Oscar for that. So I went from Sean Penn to Del Toro thinking those were the options. I did not think anybody else really had a chance. So now I'm just sort of like, dude, I don't even know. And I saw a lot of
I
stuff too that was
honestly,
like, Del Toro's great, but he only has like 13 minutes of screen time, and like Skarsgård has a much more important performance in the film, etc. I don't know, man.
I wouldn't be shocked even after this win if Skarsgård's not even nominated because this is the first I've really heard from him. I think
Yeah,
there are three locks for getting nominated, and they are Toro, Mescal, Penn,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
everything else is up in the air.
I did forget about Mescal. That's the other one. I mean, he's one of the internet boyfriends. Him and Josh O'Connor,
Yeah,
and some other hot new young guy. I'm forgetting. Uh, Whatever. They're all the internet boyfriends. Yeah, no, Mezcal. I mean, who knows? Hamnet could also really start to make a run here, potentially, in, like, the Guild Awards, and maybe Mezcal starts to gain some steam here. Um, that's another one where it's like, I don't know. I feel like there should be more of something to define, some kind of rule to define what's a supporting and what's a not a supporting, you know? Because it does
Because
feel weird.
Skarsgård's the lead actor in that movie. I don't know
Yeah,
why he's in supporting.
yeah.
He's the
Like
lead actor.
I think Renata Rensve is, if I had to choose a main character in a movie that I don't really think has one, I think it would be Renata Rensve. But as a male actor in that movie, he is absolutely the lead. And there are many scenes that don't have Renata Rensve and just have Stellan Skarsgård going to do things, which is a very leading thing, like you said. And Paul Mescal is literally Shakespeare in a movie about Shakespeare.
About
So,
Shakespeare. Why is he in supporting? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like,
this
Sean
doesn't make
Penn
sense.
and Benicio del Toro legitimately feel like supporting performances. You know?
Yeah.
Which is why I was sort of part of it, at least besides the one battle sort of run towards this, was why I was like, I think they're the locks for this. But
And then
can
can I talk this out with you for a second?
Please,
This is
please.
because this is kind of important to me as a 90s kid. Is Adam Sandler about to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor in probably his least memorable film of all time?
Yeah.
Because that is such an Oscar move, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is such an Oscars move to
be like, hey man, we know now that if we were gonna give this to you, it should have been for Uncut Gems. But we didn't, so fuck. I guess you are basically just yourself in Jay Kelly, you know? That's fine. We like Noah Baumbach. Do you want to get? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you're right.
Would he be the Jay Kelly nomination
The one
of a movie that everyone kind of agrees is pretty forgettable?
Yeah.
But everyone likes everyone who's in it. Would he be the one? And I think he might be.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing you can say about Jay Kelly is that it has the movie as a whole has kind of the same charm that George Clooney does, which is just like a pretty enjoyable charm to hang out with for about 2 hours. But there's really not a lot else going on in the movie to me that was very effective. It was just sort of like, these people are cool, I guess, you know? I like Sandler. I like, I'm forgetting who the sort of female lead was. You know, everybody was good. Everybody was good. I don't care about Jay Kelly at all. I gotta be honest. I feel like, actually, not gonna lie, I think Baumbach used to be a filmmaker who was a little more important to me. And more now, I'm just sort of like, I think I like 3 Noah Baumbach films, actually, and the rest of them are just not actually totally my thing. And
What was the last? Was the last one Marriage Story, or was there one between that?
No,
I really liked Marriage Story.
Yeah, Marriage Story would be in the 3 of the 3 films of his that I think I like. I think, yeah, for me, it's like, I think I like Kicking and Screaming, The Squid and the Whale, and Marriage Story. And I'm not sure after that. He did White Noise. He did the Dom DeLillo book adaptation, White Noise, on Netflix as well. Which was,
yes.
You know, I love that book. It was a weird adaptation of that book. Was it like a bad movie? No, but it's, you know, I haven't really thought about it at all since. And I feel like that's what a lot of his films are kind of more in the Jay Kelly vein for me, of just like, I think that was technically well written. I think it was technically well directed. I think everybody acting in it was pretty good, and I forgot about it about a month after I saw it.
So I really liked looking at his movies. I really like Marriage Story, Frances Ha.
That's Frances Ha is the one I haven't seen that everybody says is great. I should really watch Frances Ha.
It's awesome. You should definitely. That might be his best movie.
Yeah,
Full stop.
yeah.
I really like the Meyerowitz stories.
I didn't catch that one. I should watch that one too, maybe. But maybe
I
I
like
shouldn't,
it.
because do I actually like Noah Baumbach? I don't even
Yeah.
know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Frances Ha. If that one really grabs me, maybe I'll then continue my,
Yeah.
hey, go get Meyerowitz stories, get any of the other ones that I've missed, kind of thing. But
And then I really liked While We're Young.
I didn't even think I heard about that one. What was that one?
It's starring Adam Driver, um,
Is it
and
Ben
Ben Stiller.
Stiller?
It's the story.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I don't even. Man, that movie also completely left out of my consciousness once it left theaters. I did not see that, and I also don't even think I was aware that was a Noah Baumbach movie until this moment. Okay. So yeah, there are ones that I've definitely missed. But
but this is not yes,
Jay
watch
Kelly,
Frances Ha.
yes, Jay Kelly deserves to be
if
kind of forgotten about in a month.
I think so. And then I will also say The Squid and the Whale is an immaculate film
Mm-hmm.
that I will never ever watch ever again, and I kind of hated it, but it's still an immaculate film.
Yes. That is also, as two people with divorced parents, The Squid and the Whale is a hard fucking watch a lot of the time. And yeah,
It did make me appreciate my parents during their divorce.
because they weren't that awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were definitely way fucking better than apparently Noah Baumbach's parents were during that whatever, I'm assuming it's somehow autobiographical. Yeah, totally agree. It's still like I watched it at a time where that was an important kind of thing for me to watch, I think. But I also, I'm not going to go back and rewatch Squid and the Whale anytime soon.
Never again.
But to get back to your point, is this when they give him a nomination? I'm going to say yes. I think you're right. I think this is the dumb Oscar thing to do, is just to go, we got an open slot. We got the obvious ones. We got the two from No Battle, or one battle after another. We got the two borderline category fraud, Paul Mescal, Stellan Skarsgård, people, and we got one other spot that's just open to whoever. And I think they're going to be, and it probably should be like Delroy Lindo, or it actually, nope, it should be Miles Canton. Is that his name? The kid from Sinners.
Oh yeah, yes. It should be him.
Yeah, it should be him, and also he should win. We're talking about who actually gave the best, Miles Canton, who actually gave the best supporting performance. I think it's him, actually.
We're stepping on a future pod. We got to stop this. We're stepping on a future pod. We're going to react to the Oscar nominations. We're going to talk about who should have been nominated.
You're correct.
We're stepping on a future pod. We got to move on.
You're correct. Yeah, but yes, I think Sandler could very well get in, and he shouldn't. But yeah, man, I think that's all I can really say about the Golden Globe stuff. It's not like the worst, choices for any of these things. And that's...
no, they're all fine.
Like, they're all fine. And in a way, that's a little less entertaining than when the Golden Globes were just a little more batshit,
like, there's no Emily in Paris this year. Do you remember that whole scandal?
Oh, God, no, I don't. I don't remember.
Oh,
I mean, I know that
Netflix
show.
Basically, back when there were 82 people, Netflix just flew out, like, more than half of the voters and just flew them to Paris to come to the set or whatever. And then magically they got a Golden Globe nomination for best TV show or whatever.
Wow.
And that was one of the first things where everyone was like, "Come on, this show sucks." Like,
yeah. I think even the people who really like Emily in Paris, because I know that's actually how you're supposed to say it so that it rhymes.
You can go ahead and fuck yourself if you want me to say it like that. I'm not doing it. That's fucking stupid. I'm not doing it.
Uh, um, anyway,
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. This isn't something you made up. This is something that
no,
Netflix has come out and be like,
yes,
it's
no,
called
I didn't make
Emily
this
and
up.
Paris.
Yeah,
No,
because
fuck that shit.
Emily and Paris rhyme. That's what they.
Absolutely not.
Which I haven't really thought about this before. But like, why didn't they just make the title in French if that's what they wanted people to say? It's literally just an E instead of an I in the word N, in. It would just be Emily en Paris, and that would be fine. Then you would get people to say Paris correctly. But they were like, no, make it English, but insist on the French pronunciation of Paris. Oh,
That is the
that's
dumbest
so
thing
silly.
I've ever heard. It's
That's
so
silly.
stupid.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway,
yeah,
I think
the Golden
fans
Globes
of
should
that.
start nominating them again so that we all remember how stupid they are.
Yeah. I think even people who liked that show, though, we're not going around being like, yeah, it's the best show of the year. You know? No. Like, they were just like, yeah, dude.
No one.
This is a really fun show that's kind of like my comfort food for right now, but like it's pretty dumb, you know? Yeah, of course it is. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I there's a little part of me that does miss the like. I can get really mad at the Golden Globes now because Bohemian Rhapsody won Best, musical comedy. I kind of do like that a little bit more in a weird way than being like, yeah, the Golden Globes made fine choices, I guess, whatever.
So bring back the dumb globes. That's what you're saying.
I'm kind of saying that. I'm kind of saying that. I feel like here's what I actually genuinely would want, and we said this earlier, but what I actually would love for the Golden Globes to do is just, yes, actually nominate films that are musicals or comedies, and fuck it, do other genres if you want. Do fucking best action film. Do best action thriller. Do best sci-fi horror. I don't fucking care, man.
Yeah.
Do anything to make yourself not just the Oscars that people don't watch, And people are already not watching the Oscars. Like, people already don't give a shit about the Oscars, more and more so. Like, we are a shrinking demographic of people. And we're two people right now doing a podcast about the Golden Globes, and one of us didn't watch the show. Because
not only didn't watch the show, but was like, absolutely not. I'm not wasting my time on this.
I'm not wasting my time. I'm gonna wake up a little late tomorrow, and 20 minutes before we pod, I'm gonna look up the fucking the nominees and who I don't care.
I looked them up last night.
Okay.
I looked them up last night.
Sorry. I'm not committing I'm not doubting your commitment to Sparkle Motion or anything. I'm just saying this is how little we have to care about the Golden Globes because they're just the dumber, less important Oscars now. And like, dude, just make yourself different. The TV thing is not enough to make yourself different because the Emmys exist and people who make TV care more about the Emmys than they do about the Golden Globes. So like, just make yourself truly the movie award pod or the movie award kind of ceremony that actually does things by genre. And you can have, Sinners win a best action movie or best horror movie or best drama. I don't give a shit,
Or also have TV and do the same thing. Just do awards that the Emmys doesn't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just make yourself different.
Yeah, because no one is going to be mad if you do that. You have such a small audience already. you don't need to worry about people getting upset that you changed the show significantly. You know, we guarantee you are not the Oscars. No one is sitting there being like, you know, people when the Oscars are like, they can't cut best film editing from the broadcast. Fuck you. Like, no one is thinking that about the Golden Globes. And by people, I mean I'm saying you can't cut film editing from the broadcast. Fuck you, Oscars. That's an important category.
Oh no, I'm absolutely. We will cover all of that.
Yeah.
In our Oscars podcasts that we will have plenty of.
Yes.
But no, the things that they've tried to do to the telecast, I can fix the Oscars right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give me a shot.
Don't step on a future pod.
But we're not stepping on that podcast. This is a teaser. That's a teaser.
A whole pod of we fix the Oscars, I think. Let's do it.
We fix the Oscars. You're welcome, world.
You're welcome, world. All right. I think that's it for us, right?
We already spent too long talking about this.
Way too long talking about this. I feel like even when I put this episode up, I'm gonna have to be like a conversation about the Golden Globes and also kind of about Timothy Chalamet's like sex appeal and also some other stuff. For a while,
for two straight guys.
Book.
For two straight guys who are both married to women, we talked a lot about Timothy Chalamet and his looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
We went for way too long on that.
This is what's important to me, you know?
This is why we're here.
This is why we're here. All right. Love to everybody. We will catch you next time. Also, quick announcement. I'm pretty sure I might have gotten our lost episode back. So I gotta actually try the login, but I think I recovered that account that I had our lost episode in. So we might, before the Bone Temple, be releasing an episode about 28 years later. So y'all can listen to that prior to the Bone Temple happening. So hopefully that's the case.
Anyway. Hey Rowan, you might be able to listen to that.
Hey Conrad, our other subscriber. You might not listen to that.
Who doesn't listen?
Because you don't listen to our podcast, actually, you traitor. You're a fake friend, Conrad.
Not a listener.
We love you, but you're a fake friend. You just subscribe and you don't even listen? What's up with that?
He's an enemy of the podcast now.
He's an enemy of the pod.
That's who he is.
Hey, enemy of the pod, Conrad. You don't get to listen to our thoughts about 28 years later. I worked hard on recovering this. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
I'll see ya.